Oh yeah, and really quick, I forgot. Also, we have EspritDraco playing Caster Goldfin. Oh, anything new this week, good sir?
Nope, not really.
Alrighty, and we have Shark. Playing Lausian Nilo. Anything new this week, Shark?
No.
Alright, we have Alex playing Raz Kalar. Anything new this week, buddy?
Big brain.
They're big brain? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, well, last week, we went to Cragmaw, or we were still in Cragmaw Castle. We killed Clarg. We also dealt with a little goblin revolution.
God.
Yeah.
Not Cragmaw Castle, you fucking...
Oh, fuck me.
idiot.
Cragmaw Hideout. Yes, we went to Cragmaw Hideout, killed Clarg, dealt with the goblin revolution. The goblins betrayed our party. And then we had to deal with that, where then we had a civil war goblins, and our party left our goblins under the care of Blarb and his new woman, Cassandra, who will now lead the Cragmaw goblins with Blarp in chains for his dishonor he brought to the clan from attacking their new allies. We also
had so much to begin with.
Yeah. And then we also found materials that we believe belong to a armor smith in town, and with the markings bearing a blue lion on them that Sildar was able to recognize. And also, we did save Sildar. Wow, we did a lot last episode. Oh, and we also ran into a mysterious half-orcish woman who put some heat on the party before running away. And oh, Roz also almost died last week, so go watch that one for Clark one-shotting. All right, and so we finally arrived to Phandalin.
Good thing you're not doing debilitating injuries.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad. That was too much for me. But yes, so we finally arrive in Phandalin. It's kind of afternoon. It's not like full on, like stuff probably won't close for maybe another couple hours, so I'd say it's like maybe like 4, almost 5 o'clock. And people probably won't stop, like, they won't close up shop till, like, dark around here. Yeah, what do y'all want to do?
Turn to Sildar and be like, so, where's this armor smith that we need to take these supplies to?
Oh shit, hold on. Too many voices in my head right now. I was trying to practice with everyone. Yes. Well, Caster, I didn't see it personally myself, but Gundren, he did speak of one. We might be able to find more information at the local inn, possibly. We also, though, we do need to deliver these supplies to Barthen as well, considering that is what Gundren originally hired you folk to do, I believe.
Indeed it is.
Yes. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well then I guess we should head to where we know we need to take these then first.
Alrighty.
So...
for now, I'm gonna give y'all like a little just so we can keep track of where we are. God damn it, I keep getting on the painting tool instead of the grabbing one. Here we go. Let me go back here. We are right here on the just coming over the hill.
We're all cows now.
You are all the cow.
I don't think I hear town noises now.
Ah, shit. I don't know. Let me
I don't know
pause
who else
it.
does that. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, just some nice
there we
little...
go. Now I
Now you got it? Okay. So we are represented by this cow right now. So as you make your way down south, down the main road, you come to a small, a nice little shop, and Sildar says, I believe this might be Barthen's. Gundren did say it would be one of the first things we ran into in town. And you guys stop outside with the ox. Are you guys gonna head in? What's happening?
Yeah, I'll hop out of the cart and head inside, or attempt to. See if the door is unlocked.
Alright. Perfect. Okay, so you open the door and you see inside. It's a nice little shop. There you see a lot of general goods everywhere. You know, you can see like little bits of rations on some shelving here, just some general small tools. And behind the counter is a gruff kind of short man. He doesn't look too intimidating, but he's kind of a run-of-the-mill guy. He's got a nice little beard going on. He's got a bit of a receding hairline. Looks to be possibly in his mid-40s or so. Yes, exactly. But he looks up and says, who might you be?
Well, just so happens that I am Caster Goldfound, and I am one of the people that Gundren hired to bring in supplies.
Oh, yes, Gundren. He did say he would be sending his associates. Well, okay. Are the goods outside?
They are indeed, yes. We've got the cart right out here. I had a little bit of trouble on the road.
I'm watching the cart.
But
okay. Did anyone else go inside? Sean?
I'm sorry?
Did you go inside, or are you waiting by the cart? What are you doing?
I'll just wait by the cart.
Okie dokie. So, yes, he's like, yes, let me see. And, he'll kind of walk out of the shop, and, he's like, is it this cart here? Is it all in the back? I would assume.
yes, it is.
Perfect. Let me just take a little look here. And he he hops in the back of the wagon, you hear some clanging, and as he's like checking, he's like, I see you have some crates that I believe belong to Lenine. I assume you'll be delivering those to her as well.
That's the plan. Can you actually
Oh.
direct us where we might find her shop so we can do that?
Oh, perfect. Yes, it would actually be just straight down this road. If you continue beyond my shop, on your right will be a small shrine dedicated to the Lady Luck, but it will basically be the first large building across the town square from here. Here, let me just kind of point to it really quick, and let me just light this up for you guys. Control Shift O. Oh, that's his. And let me go back to that layer. And Control Shift O. So yes, there is the Lion Shield Coster down there. God damn it, let me just find. I am trying so hard to find. Yes. Okay, so after seeing that it looks like it's all there, he'll say, yes, let me get your payment. And he yells, Anda! Thistle! Come collect the goods from our fine friends! And you see these two young boys just run outside. Yes, of course, sir. And they start unloading his goods out of there. And Barthen runs back inside, and he goes through his drawers, comes back out, and for each of you, he presents 10 gold. But also, he does ask I have 10 gold for each of you. I believe weren't there supposed to be 4 of you? I mean, I see that there's 6, but Sildar, you were supposed to be with Gundren, I believe, and I don't know who was this dwarven woman. I was expecting, I mean, I was a little excited. Gundren told me a dragonborn would be visiting.
Yes, well, we run into some issues on the road, and
That is putting it lightly, yes.
yeah, one of said issues was a dragon that came down and tried to kill our dragonborn, coincidentally. And whenever we got finished dealing with the goblins, he was no longer where we had left him. So it would be my assumption that he trailed off on his own somewhere, because it looked like he had gotten up and went someplace, but we don't have him with us anymore.
You've never seen the dragon around here, Barton?
I was about to say, I think we might have seen the dragon that attacked your friend. It flew straight over town. It was terrifying. I thought it was going to take one of us, but it seemed to fly overhead. I also heard the faint screams of a goblin, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that would be Blarb's cousin.
Blarb? Do you know a goblin?
We are on a first name basis, yes.
Oh my.
Unexpected allies.
I see. Well, if you ran into them, did you happen to find their warren? They have been causing us quite some trouble with trade in Neverwinter.
Yes, we killed most of them.
Oh, well, good news then. Hear, hear.
I don't think the ones who are left should give you any trouble.
Even better. Well, do you happen to know? And he'll kind of look to Sildar. He'll be like, Sildar, do you know what happened to Gundren? I haven't seen him in over a week now. I thought he was traveling with you. And Sildar will just kind of be like, yes, we did run into these goblins. These fine adventurers here actually managed to rescue me. But Gundren has been moved to some place in the woods. I believe the goblins have a fort out there of some sort. I'm actually trying to find more information in town. And
it was Cragmaw Castle, yes? That is what Blard said.
That would sound correct, actually, yes. These uncreative goblins. Cragmaw Hideout, Cragmaw Castle. But, yes, do you know Bothan, where we might be able to find more information? Yes. Well, folks, if you're looking for information, there's always the Stonehill Inn. A lot of people coming in and out of here. It's just a few doors down beyond my shop, and it'd also be a fine place to rest your heads. But I do think you should be wary. We recently have had some issues with some hooligans in town. They haven't been treating us right, and I worry that they might try to hassle you, being newcomers in town and whatnot.
Eating, like, extortion? Or what are we talking about?
They firecracker hooligans, or do they stab me in the stomach kind of hooligans?
Well, sometimes I wonder if they'd have the balls to stab you, but they have been shaking down some of the businesses, asking for a bit of protection money. Me and a few of the other shopkeepers have petitioned the town master, Harbin, to deal with them, but to be honest, I think he might be a little afraid. I don't want to worry you, but They are bastards. But you look like you can handle yourself.
Would you like us to see if we might be able to handle it while we're in town?
Oh, well, that's honestly, if you could do something about them, that would benefit us greatly. Honestly, they are some grade A assholes, if I'm being honest. Pardon my language. You didn't hear anything, Ender.
How big of an operation they are running here?
Well, I do know that a few of them, they tend to hang out around town in the, there's another inn here. Well, it's not an inn, there's a bar. It is called the, motherfucker, where's my bar at, you son? Ah, yes, it's called the Sleeping
Motherfucker,
Giant.
where's my bar?
Yeah. It's called the Sleeping... the Sleeping Giant. It is actually to the east of the Stonehill Inn. Oh, also let me highlight the Stonehill Inn for you since he pointed it out. If you were to take a right, or take a... Let me get my orientation. If you were to take a left after reaching the Stonehill Inn and follow the road to the east, you can't miss it, honestly. And... God damn it, I did not move that correctly. There we go. And so he'll just let you know it's to the east of the Stonehill Inn. And also, well, myself, I personally have not heard of anywhere else that they may be hiding other than this Sleeping Giant, but I do actually hear one of the children in town has said that he's heard strange noises coming from Sendar Manor. You must have seen it coming into town from the north. It's this large estate to the east on the hill. Very, very hard to miss. And you would have all seen it. It was the ruins that you saw kind of coming into town. I'm not sure, but it never hurts to check. They have to be coming from somewhere in order to actually kind of put pressure on the entire town. There's no way they could all be fitting in the Giant. Unless, who knows? Unless they were sleeping all over the floor in there. I personally haven't been in quite some time. So, let me just highlight.
Like we've got some errands to do while we're in town.
Yes. Honestly, that's about as much as I know about them, but if you'd like to know more, you might also be able to speak to the town master as well. He might be able to tell you more, although if he's willing to do anything, that is an entirely other story. Thank you for delivering these supplies. I'm sure that Linine, she will be very grateful for delivering those to her as well. If you'd like to buy anything, personally, I do have some general goods in my shop, but nothing too pricey, unfortunately. We are a frontier town after all. But if you did want something, I might be able to put in a special requisition for you from Neverwinter after everything you've done. Thank you. And if you are able to deal with these ruffians, I would greatly appreciate it. Honestly, if you can, I might be offered to work out something with you, fine folk, if you can take care of them.
I can
All right.
say we'll certainly try our best to take care of this for you.
All right.
I would like to also a silver to each of the kids.
Okay. Thanks. And they're also, my apologies for not mentioning, they're kind of looking at you, specifically Roz, like very wide-eyed, like they're not saying anything, but you can tell their minds are kind of blown looking at you.
Flick a silver to each of them and give them a little wink.
Like, thank you. And they sort of like run back into Barthen's shop. My apologies about the kids. They're good help, but I don't think they've never seen one of your kind before, sir.
It is no problem. Raz is fond of children. Not in that way. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I would hope not. And Mordred will also be like, yes, Lord, I'd hope not. Well, what do you say we take Lenine her goods? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Plus, if this is if she's got weapons, I could always use one of those.
Indeed.
All right. So, if you guys all head back to the cart. Oh, also, sorry, my apologies, Barthen. He, considering Gundren got this cart from Barthen. Barthen just says, well, also, I just to say, if you do truly plan on dealing with these ruffians, I wouldn't mind lending you my cart for a little while. Consider it an investment. I believe if you could deal with this would be wonderful. So yes, you can have the cart for now. Just maybe come see me before leaving town. I would hate to lose, one of my main modes of transport.
Understandable. Thank you.
Okay, so he goes back and also, did each of you add
I did.
You added the 10 gold to your inventory?
I added the gold and minus the silver.
Perfect. Lausian, did you give yourself 10 gold?
I did.
Oh, fuck yeah, boy. Also, Sildar had just mentioned he would hold on to the 10 gold for Oresh. Because he would hate to see his associates lose out on payment. Okay, so are we going to head down the road to Lenine?
Yup.
Sounds good to me, yep.
All right, perfect. So let's move this little cow onward down the street. As you guys go down the road, you do notice to your on the right side there appears to be a man outside. He's hammering on an anvil. You could very safely assume that is the town smithy. You continue onwards. You do see the Stonehill Inn to your left as you come to the town square. On the right, you do see the shrine that Barthen had mentioned. So I just like making sure that you guys can actually see these things as you pass by. That way we know where the hell everything is. You come to town square. To your right, you do see a large just hill. There are some children playing. There's some, folk hanging their clothes to dry. Just kind of a general gathering area, you could assume. And across the way, you do come to a shop, and you see out front there is a sign that says the Lion Shield Costa, and it has a sigil of a blue lion that matches the crates in your cart.
Well, in that case, is there anybody outside, or is it just just the door?
No, it is. It's just a regular door. It appears the shop would all be inside.
Cool. I will then jump out of the cart and go inside once again.
Alrighty. Everybody else, who's staying with the cart? Who's going in? What's happening?
I'll go in this time.
Okay, Roz goes in. Alright, all three go in. So as you walk in, you run into Lenine Greywind. She's a woman who is roughly 35 years old. She has nice dark brown hair, has a few braids in the back. She wearing just kind of general dress, got some leathers, kind of like a jacket over. And she says, "Oh, well, hello. Who might you be?
Well, I'm Caster.
Good to meet you, Caster.
Razkarar, pleased to meet you.
My goodness, Raz. Quite a bit of fur you have. I have not seen one of your kind before. But welcome to Phandalin.
I like your sigil.
Thank you. Yes, I oh wait, hold on. Fuck, I lost their accent. Yes, I assume it would, it would seem similar to you. Yes, a mighty lion, just like yourself. Alright, what about you? And she looks to you, Lausian.
Lausian.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. And this is one of my favorite accents. I love that I keep losing it. Yes, comrade. Yes, Lausian. I am very glad to meet you. My name is Lenin. Some might say Lenin Greywind, if you get to know me well enough. What brings you into my shop this day?
Well, Lenin, we brought some, supplies into town for, for Barthen, and on the way we ran into some goblins, and they had some crates bearing your sigil within their cave, so we figured it was only right to bring you what was yours to begin with.
Oh,
and we only took a few stab wounds and a morning star to the chest for the trouble.
Goodness, thank you for going through this for me. My gods. Of course. Please show me. I did have a shipment go missing recently. I was worried I would go out of business, honestly. And she
come on outside. We've got it right here.
Goes outside, very excited. And she's like, yes, the cart here. And she just immediately hops back in the back. By the gods, thank you. Oh my goodness, you managed to get it all. Here, one moment, please, just hold here, dear. And she goes back inside, and you just hear like things crashing, like shit's falling. She is like rummaging through some shit, and then the door just flies open as she runs back out. And she says, here, please. And she holds out a sack of 50 gold. It is not much, but for your help, thank you. This will save my business. And she holds out the gold. One of y'all can take the pouch. I don't know how y'all want to split it up, but
yeah,
she's giving.
I'll take the pouch for now, just to kind of have it hold and sort it out later.
Say, are you sure this is not too much?
No, thank you. Although if you do feel a little bad, you could possibly carry these inside for me, please? I am, I don't have these fine, strong muscles.
I think that can be arranged.
At your service.
Thank you, you kind gentleman. And I guess as you guys bring the things in, does anyone want to ask for anything, or?
I wish I had a goblin to carry these for me this time.
So as you guys bring the crates in, she's very thankful. She's giving you that payment. And also, let me just roll this really quick. So she also... Wow, okay. Yes, she's like, well, how do you plan on staying here in Phandalin?
Yes, that is the plan. Oh, yes.
Oh, well, I would just like to warn you, we have recently had problems with orcs. I know that there was the goblins to the north, but suddenly orcs are coming everywhere at the wazoo. I don't understand, but I believe they've taken over quite a bit of land to the east. I don't know what has disturbed their home, but we did see the dragon fly over town today, and I honestly, could that be part of it? I don't know, but just be wary when you're out on the roads. I would hate for any of you to come to harm after everything you've done.
Bandits. dragons. Phandalin is a very busy place.
I believe that is what comes with being on the frontier. And you speak of bandits. Did you happen to run into them? We have had some problems in town.
Not yet, although
not-
Barthen did tell us about the bandits in town.
Yes, those fucking Redbrands, I believe they call themselves. Always causing a ruckus and trying to shake down local shopkeepers. They come to my shop, they demand the money from me, and I come out with longsword, and I scare them off. They will not take from Lenin. But other shopkeepers, they are not so lucky.
Just you with a longsword? You scared them off?
Of course, I am strong. But thank you for taking the crates for me. But I am still strong. They will never take from me. I refuse. I believe they're pansies. They scare off easy enough. I think they just attack the weak, but I am not weak.
It's quite impressive.
Well, thank you. I believe they might be possibly scared of me because I have all these weapons. If things truly were to be dire, I could possibly give some to the townspeople and we could drive them out, but I'm not quite sure there is enough spark yet to, make anything like that happen. So far, people are scared, but they are not that scared, I believe. But if the time comes, that is something I could do. But she says, also, as you guys have, moved some of these supplies in Barthens, you moved them in the Lion Shield, she kind of looks at you guys. It's getting a little bit darker. Well, I probably have to close up shop here soon, but did you need anything? Unlike Barton, who has general goods, I carry weapons and armor myself, if you were to happen to need any. And honestly, for delivering this and, saving my business, goodness, I wouldn't be too upset to offer some sort of small discount, possibly. And especially if you were to somehow handle these ruffians, I no problem at all. Definitely discount for you. That would be wonderful. But
actually,
do you... Oh, go ahead.
There's one thing that I was looking for. I don't know if you carry them because they're a little bit of a specialized item. But do you have any firearms by chance?
Oh yes, firearms. Hold on, let me look in the back. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to remember how expensive these fuckers are.
Caster, you are a fan of the black powder, yes?
I've dabbled with it a little bit.
Motherfucker, hold on.
In my previous life, there was a bit of firearm usage happening.
Alright, so I'm looking at a pistol specifically, and it's 250 GP.
Okay, yeah, also, where the hell are these, honestly? I'm, searching through my compendium, and I'm I found one in the DMG.
Pistol. I just searched pistol is all I searched. That's the only one that I know a name of.
Yeah, let's see. Cause yeah, I mean it'd be kind of cool if Okay, I wonder if there's a general firearms tab, because I'd like to be able to offer you more than just one thing.
Yeah.
Because it would make sense, if we have firearms, to have a few different.
Okay,
gunpowder.
so I found it. A pistol is 250. A musket is 500. Bullets are 3 gold apiece. Or no, 3 gold for 10. That's the Renaissance ones.
Also,
modern, you've got an automatic pistol, revolver, hunting rifle, automatic rifle, shotgun.
Oh, this is sick. So yeah, it looks like this is out of a book. What book is this? I found it on some random Firearms of the Realms site.
I legit just searched firearms on D&D Beyond and found it.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, because when I must not own it on this, but yeah, all right. So She runs to the back, and you hear her go, "Ah, perfect. Yes, this." And she comes out, and she's lugging a big old fucking blunderbuss. Here, this is all I have now, but this will really cause some damage up close.
Yes, if you
Is
want
this
to
something
kill a
you're looking
dragon,
for?
that would be an excellent weapon.
That's not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for something a little bit more my size.
Oh, yes, you... Or actually, so this isn't... It doesn't have the heavy property. So you as a small wouldn't be affected by it, apparently. If you'd like. But, yes, it is still kind of like a bigger... Like, you can make it work, but it look a little goofy.
Yeah.
Well, this is the only thing I could find, but if you would like, I could probably talk to Barthen and see if I could get some sort of special order. When you're looking for something more your size, would you prefer something you could maybe hold with one hand, or...?
That would be ideal, but the thing that might be a problem that I've run into in the past is that they're rather expensive, and I don't really have much coin on me at the moment. So I was just curious as to how much you would charge for something of that kind.
Here. Let me look at my books. And she kind of flips through some stuff, and she kind of looks back up at you, and she's like, "Here, I will cut you a deal, okay? So, obviously, firearms, common enough in some lands, not exactly common here in Phandalin. If you were to, just right now, obviously, I would give you 10% off, no problem. If you were to deal with these ruffians, I would give you maybe 50% off if you deal with ruffians. Now here's the thing. At 50% off, this would still be 125 gold, which I know is very expensive. But, for all the help you've done for me, and if you can deal with these ruffians, I would take $50 down, or I would take, I'd take 70 down payment, and you can pay the rest as you are able. If that is something that you would be okay with.
Honestly, that does sound quite fair, and I would greatly appreciate that. Tell you what, it's getting kind of late tonight, but I think we can probably start on our investigation into these ruffians tomorrow.
All right, that sounds very well. Well, a pleasure
just out of
to meet
curiosity,
you.
how much
Yes?
is the big gun?
The big gun, this one here, and she's holding it up, Abby. This, surprisingly, is only 50 gold, but for you, right now, I would part with it for 40. Actually, no, my apologies, I forgot. I'm giving you 25 discount for now. I would give it to you for 35.
I just want to rub my chin a little bit. I will keep that in mind.
Okay, here, I will hold on to this just in case you want it. So far I've had it for quite some time, and people generally they're a little scared of how loud it is. I haven't quite been able to get rid of it yet.
So, on that note, for you two, we do each get 16 gold from the reward that she gave us. So.
All right. Oh, look at Caster. Wonderful. Splitting things evenly. I appreciate it. What about
It's fine.
what about you in the back? Do you want anything? You look kind of like one of the smart types. I don't know if you need many weapons, but if there's anything I can help with, I greatly appreciate all of your help.
A stick is more than I need.
A stick is more than you need. Oh, so you only need your fist then.
Oh god, having a cramp in my leg. One second.
Alright.
Cramp.
Oh,
I'm
Gotta
afraid there's
love
not
those.
much Raz can do with weapons. I just kind of wanted to shoot the big gun, but maybe
Well,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk this off.
Okay.
All right. While he walks it off, Roz, I am actually going to give you something that makes sense due to your background, really quick.
Ah.
Oh, and you said we got 16 gold, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Cool.
Wow, I apparently need to buy whatever book has guns in it so I can fucking deal with this. Let's see. Type is weapon, proficiency is... I'm just gonna add that for now. Cool. So, oh, she does say, well, it is getting pretty late now. I would recommend you stay at Stonehill. It is, much nicer than, you know, sleeping in the woods, I guess. There aren't many rooms. There are quite a few of you. I hope they have enough, but you might have to double bunk, honestly. Our inn is not exactly the biggest thing here. We don't have too many people staying here this often. But
it's quite alright. We'll make do, I'm sure.
This is no
alright.
stranger to discomfort.
I am sure you all look like you have had very rugged lives, possibly. Well, I wish you the best. I need to close up here. Thank you again for delivering the goods, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Phandalin. And I also look forward to hearing of your victory over these ruffians. And she'll
See what we can
kind
do.
of... And she will see you out of her shop.
Alrighty.
So where are you guys headed now?
I suppose to the inn.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Gonna grab another beer real quick.
Oh yeah. Sildar is very excited that people are heading to the inn. He said that he will also, or yeah, he's like, yes, perfect. We do need lodgings for the night. Tomorrow, I apologize. I will get you the gold that I spoke of in the hideout. I just need to secure a small loan to pay you. But I will make sure to do that first thing in the morning tomorrow. And yeah, you guys are... There's kind of like a spot to the side of the inn where you could probably tie up the ox. Let them kind of chew on some grass.
That's good.
But yeah, are you guys all headed in?
Yeah.
Alright. So I am not cool enough to have a map for this, so we're gonna do some theater of the mind, alright?
That's the best time.
Exactly, because then I can make up whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Michael,
Oh, hey,
I don't want to
there's
know
a secret
what's in your
basement
mind.
that nobody knows about.
Exactly.
need to have
And
it.
there's someone's been like tortured down there for 30 years and no one knows.
And there's
Yeah, we're bringing
BDSM
that inner
equipment.
darkness of Michael's mind.
They've given me a dangerous power. Yeah, so let's see. You guys open the door. Immediately you hear kind of hearth and some music playing. You know, there's laughter.
Coming from the basement.
Oh yeah. Not quite. It's very faint, being hidden behind the music. But yes, you walk in, it looks pretty quaint. To your left, you can kind of see there's the bar. You know, it's not too shabby, but it's also not like super classy. It's kind of like your run-of-the-mill inn. But yeah, to the left you kind of have a bar, you have a bartender, there's some local townsfolk at the bar, there's some people eating at some tables. Behind kind of a counter immediately in front of you guys, I'd say about 10 feet, you do see a shorter human male. He's got some glasses, and also to his left, you kind of see a hallway to the right, and it looks like probably leads to some rooms. But as you guys enter, this human male, he says, "Ah, well, hello there. Who might you travelers be, and would you love a stay in our wonderful inn here?"
Actually, that is exactly why we came in here.
That is generally why people come into an inn.
That is a fair observation.
Well, a pleasure to meet you.
Raz just needs a bed. That's it.
Ah, yes, a bed. Makes... I do have quite a few of those. Unfortunately, at the moment, we do only have 4 rooms. And he kind of looks to y'all's entire party, Sildar, Raz, Caster, Lausian, fucking Mordred. I'm not quite sure there's enough for all of you. Would some of you be willing to double bunk, possibly? I could offer you a slight discount for the troubles.
One can sleep anywhere as long as it's soft.
Ah, yes, I do have some extra cots in the back that I could possibly move into one of the rooms for you.
I have to mend my broken ribs. Thank you.
Ah, yes. Well, each room would be... I had this open earlier. Where did it go? Motherfucker. God damn it. I swear to God there was one of these that was like... yes, here it is. Perfect. So this is a pretty alright inn. So he's like, yes, for those of you who would have a single room, that would be 5 silver. For those of you double bunking, I would be willing to take it down to 3 silver for each of you.
You only had 2 rooms available?
No, I have 4. So,
well, 4.
only... Yes. So, if my math is correct, I believe that would be 2 of you. No, wait, fuck me. Hold on. 3. Okay, there's 6 of you. 3 rooms would be... There's 5. Okay,
No,
so...
There's
5 of us, isn't there?
There's 5 of us.
Wait, let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right,
There's
because
a 3 of us and
Oresh
then
isn't here.
Sildar
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So Mordred will be like, well, boys, as much as it may seem like I'd like to have a roommate, I believe I'd probably want a room for myself. And she'll drop down 5 silver to take one of the rooms. And Sildar, he's... yes, travelers, I think I will take one of these rooms, but I will actually pay for... I can assist you in this, and he'll actually front all the silver needed for your rooms, because he's very appreciative for saving him.
Thank you, my friend. Raz does not mind sharing a room, or not. I really don't care. It'd be like a fun sleepover or something. I don't know.
Honestly, not to be rude or anything, but if you could bunk with Lousy, that would be great, because I actually need some space to spread out and work on a couple of things.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Last time someone worked on some things, I woke up to a robotic rat.
I'm gonna work on it.
Yes, I'm sure Lausian and I will share many a long conversation.
Guess the injured people are staying together.
Yes.
How
Well,
are you injured again? I don't remember. I was unconscious.
Like everything looked at him, and he's just like, "Oh no!"
So Sildar will look to you guys. Oh boy. Well, gentlemen, the night is still young. How about I get you an ale, and we can discuss our plans for tomorrow.
It's good to me.
Yes. Is the bartender still nearby, or the innkeeper? Excuse me.
Yes, you are all still next to the innkeeper, who, at the mention of the bar, says, "Oh, yes, travelers, my wife, oh fuck, what was his wife's name? Motherfucker." So sorry. This is like, I was so worried about this session because there are so many names. Like, oh my god. Ah, yes, my wonderful wife, Trelina. She is quite the bartender. She can make you some exquisite drinks, or, well, you did say you wanted ale, so she can offer you that as well. And don't mind my son running around.
Does she make anything non-alcoholic?
Yes, we do have wine, and also I might be able to...
I believe wine is alcoholic.
Oh, did I say wine?
Yes,
Oh
you
my
did.
god,
You sure did.
I meant to say we do obviously have water in the back, and I believe she could also possibly offer you some tea. We did get a shipment from the east. It is quite a nice drink, I might say. It was my first time having it recently.
Yes. Raz will take a tea.
Ah, perfect. Well, if you would go to her and speak with her, she would be gladly take care of that for you. Don't mind our other patrons. They tend not to get too rowdy, but they are a little wary of newcomers. So, hopefully they will warm up to you, depending on how long you stay here in our fine town of Phandalin. But I do hope you enjoy your stay at our inn. And he'll say, when you're ready to bunk for the night, I will take you to your rooms. But until then, enjoy my wife's company. And he'll just sort of gesture. He'll gesture over to the bar with those very poor choice of words.
I will try not to enjoy it too much. Thank you.
I would hope so. But yeah, so Sildar will walk over to the bar.
Made the innkeeper into a cuck.
Let's hope not.
This gameplay is about to turn into rated M, isn't it?
I mean, we were already talking about goblin hookers, and this had to go somewhere.
I'm a little concerned what else is in the basement, or if everything happening in the basement's a bit consensual.
It's all safe and
BDSM
consensual, damn it. God.
Guard, darn it.
Gersh, darn it.
But yeah, so Sildar heads over to the bar. He gets an ale for himself. Mordred is like, "Oh, Uzbin. Ah, yes, thank you. I will gladly appreciate." Oh, god damn it! I'm getting my Russian mixed up with that shit now. Yeah, Mordred starts down in an ale, but she's enjoying herself. And do you guys all sit down at the bar? It is actually cleared up a little bit as some people kind of move to some tables to eat. You do notice, especially you, Roz, that like you are getting some eyes, but like they're probably kind of, you obviously, you're sticking out a little bit, but like they're also kind of just checking out everybody like, oh man, like who are these newcomers? But yeah, so you guys sit down at the bar. Yeah, you, god damn it, Sildar orders your tea, you all have your drinks, and, fucking Trelina, she, says, well, I do, I hope, do you need any food? It's quite late. I can offer you, I've offered you your drinks, but would you like anything else?
Well, what do you have good to eat? Because I am quite famished.
Well, just today, my dear Toblin, he slaughtered us a new pig. So pork chops, we made some wonderful ones of those, are made, fucking Elsa. She is quite the chef as well. So yes, that would probably be our main tonight. I could also possibly do some soup that we've marinated the pork in. But that is probably what we have for tonight. It's kind of on a day-to-day basis, you see.
I will definitely take a pork chop then. It does sound quite delightful.
Raz will do with the soup. It hurts to swallow. Maybe soft is the best. And also a tea, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course, dear. And what about you, dear? As she looks at Lausian.
I'll just do some soup as well.
Perfect. And you, sir? Still does. Yes, madam. I would love some pork chops. And Mordred chimes in. Yes, bring me that here too. I definitely need me some chops. And she says, okay, so that would be about 7 copper for the pork chops, and 3 copper for the soups, if you would. And Sildar's like, don't worry, companion. Tonight is on me. Thank you. And he'll hand over the money.
Sildar, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Well, what can I do for proper companions? You did get me out of quite a bind. It's the least I can do.
Barely, but yes.
So you guys all sit down, start chowing down. Sildar is he's fucking famished, like he is going through those pork chops. Anyone want to say anything as he slurps and munches down on the last of his food?
I don't. I just want to watch the patrons a little bit once I get done eating, just to kind of see if anybody's getting up to mischief or not.
Okay, perfect. So
yeah, I would like to do that as well.
All right, so you guys are looking around. You, Roz, actually notice kind of at the end of the bar, there is a small child who is kind of trying to be sneaky. He is kind of peeking out from the edge of the bar. He's pretty small. Kid's probably only like 6-7 years old. And he's like, just sort of like, you see when he's hiding, when he thinks he's hiding, you see some hair at the end of the table or at the end of the bar. But when he's peeking, you see some eyes poke up. And as you look and see him as he's looking, he shoots back down. And also, as you guys look around the room, just in general, you see a man in a old farm hat. You see some kind of you see a couple just some couple humans. They look very dirty. Looks like they could have possibly been in a mine or some such. Got some coal stains on them. And also there is a very old woman just enjoying some tea in the corner. But and also coming towards you, you see Elsa, who she walks up to you guys and says, "Oh my, who might you all be? I don't get many visitors in town."
Well, my name's Castor. We actually just came in to deliver some supplies to the different shops around town. So.
Oh my! Well, thank you for helping the town like that. Goodness, you're so kind. And what about you? I've never seen something with so much fur before, other than a bear. That was very scary.
I can imagine. Raz Kalar, pleased to meet you. And who might you be?
My name is Elsa. I'm a local barmaid and cook. I hope you're enjoying the pork chops. I make them with love and care. And what about you? Do I see some pointed ears behind that hood? We don't get many elves around town.
The name is Lausian.
Lausian? Well, oh my goodness, a pleasure to meet you all. Oh goodness, I am so excited. I so rarely get people like this around here. Tell me about yourselves, please, please. I must know. Where do you come from? Ah, well.
I can start off.
Go ahead.
Personally, Raz is from the Moonshay Isles off the coast.
Oh, we were seamen.
Oh God.
You could say that, yes. Or,
I couldn't help myself. Oh my goodness, the adventures you must have had. What did you ever face and fight off pirates? Were you a trader?
I fought pirates occasionally.
Oh my goodness, how daring! What brings you into so far inland?
You know, I was looking for a new line of work and decided that maybe some mercenary work for a good cause wouldn't hurt me, so I'm trying it out.
Okay, well, if you are looking for a good cause, we do have some troublesome folks in town been giving us some trouble.
So we have heard. Can you tell me anything about them?
Yes. Well, we, God damn it, where'd you go, girl? We do. They tend to hang around the bar to the east of us down the road. The Sleeping Giant, some call it. Personally, I prefer our bar much more. I did work there for a time, but once those assholes came in, pardon my language, I decided to move to this here inn because it was just too much. They were very, very rowdy, and I did not like the way they treated me, so I got out of there as soon as I could. But I believe they must have somewhere else around town. There usually only a few are hanging around the giant, but I see so many faces in these cloaks. There must be more somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. We have a, if you're looking for people who might be trying to investigate the issue, we actually have a farmer nearby, who is, he's a farmer of sorts. He handles our orchard. I believe, he doesn't talk too much to me, but I believe he used to be an adventurer. But he doesn't like these Redbrands at all. I think he might be looking into them, possibly. I don't know. He doesn't talk to me too much. He avoids me for some reason. I'm not sure. But he might possibly know more. Also, don't tell Trilina I told you. And she kind of like whispers up to you, Roz. But her son, Pip, he's heard some strange noises coming from the manor, and he talks about how him and his friend may have found some way in there. But no one will believe him, of course. He's but a child, but I don't know. Children run into things all the time that they shouldn't be. It could be true. I'm not sure.
Interesting. What is the name of this orchard keeper?
His name would be Darren. Darren Eldamath. Eldamath.
Okay, thank you. And his farm is on the south side of town somewhere?
His orchard would be... His orchard is actually to the northwest of here, just beyond the town green. If you were to cross the town square, you would immediately see it once you got to the other side.
Thank you very much for this information.
Of course,
Perhaps
of course.
we can put it to good use.
Well, you would be doing the town a great favor. Also, It's been quite scary here, honestly. We have orcs to the east. There's talk of a new dragon about. There've been sightings of a green one as well. Yes. Darren, he had actually spoken of possibly seeing another in Neverwinter Wood, but, green dragon in the woods, maybe he just saw the leaves blowing in the trees, I'm not sure, but he seemed to be somewhat scared. But yes, there's just many dangers around here lately, so I'm glad some strong folk like yourself have come to town.
That's a bit of an understatement, yes.
Well, all that ends well on the frontier, I suppose.
What brought you to the frontier, huh?
Oh, well,
Like
I
a bit
personally...
of a dangerous place to be a barmaid.
Yes, but with it had come some bit of adventure, and honestly, I don't think I could stay in Neverwinter for so long. Yes, it is a fun, large city, but I don't know, I just had to get away. I didn't want to stay in that city forever. I mean, if I was there any longer, my father may have married me off to someone, and at least here I'm my own woman.
I'll toast my tea to that.
Oh, thank you, dear. And she looks at you, Casta. Well, what about you, little one? What brings you here?
As I said before, we came here to deliver some supplies.
Oh, goodness me, I apologize. I forgot. I get a little eccentric sometimes, and I forget things. Where do you come from? I don't see many halflings around town. I do believe we have one family here, but other than them, I don't see too many of their kind.
I'm actually from a little bit farther north in Neverwinter, and I happen to be good friends with Gundren, because not that long ago I found myself wandering around the pretty much everywhere, honestly, just kind of seeing what kind of mischief and adventure I could get into.
Oh, goodness. I love it. You all have such interesting lives, running around, being adventurous. I wish I could do that someday. Maybe if I can save up enough money, I can go and buy myself a bow and some arrows, and maybe I strike it out on my own, and I'll be a mercenary or something. I don't know how to use a bow, but I would learn. I think I'd be good at it, I believe.
Well,
But
I would make sure you get plenty of practice first.
Oh, yes. I don't want to go out there and perish. I need to live to see more adventures. I can't go out and die on my first thing now, can I?
You can take it from Raz, it is easier to die than you think.
Oh, goodness. Many strokes close to death with you, sir?
You could say that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one a bit too recent for Raz's liking.
Ooh. What did you run into?
Hey, nothing too bad. Just a dragon, some goblins, a bugbear.
Oh, a bugbear? My goodness, what was that like? Those are quite furry as well, right?
It is a bit of a sore subject, literally. If you catch my meaning, I'm gonna clutch my ribs.
Oh no! She'll just like, oh goodness, but she actually is like a little excited seeing the bandages around your chest. She'll actually look to you, Lausian, and say, well, what about you? Where do you come from?
I wish I knew the answer to that one.
Small town, a small forest village in Neverwinter Wood, if I recall.
Alright, I'll go ahead and tell her that then.
How okay. Oh, a village in the forest. Good. I assume with other elves. What was life like that? How old are you? I hear elves live quite long, don't they?
Yes.
Check your character sheet.
Yeah, I need to look at my character sheet. Hold on. I didn't expect to be interrogated by a woman. Hold on. Where the hell is that? Oh, yeah. Bio. Here we go, I think.
Did it have your? Oh yeah, bio.
I don't see age. Oh, yeah, my age is like straight up 100.
Oh. All right. Well, what do you tell her?
I'll just be like, yeah, recently turned 100, no longer considered a child.
Oh my goodness, that's what it takes to not be a child. That's as old as my grandpa. But you don't look it at all.
I'll turn to him and say 100. You don't look a day over 98.
Wow, I wish I could look that great at 100. I'll probably have wrinkles going down to my knees. With that, she'll say, well, I guess I won't pester you too much further, but if you would, I know you spoke of these ruffians. Those people are in town causing us quite the trouble. If you could help us deal with them, that would be wonderful. But also, if you're looking for work, as I know many adventurers are, at the town hall there's also a board. Our town master Haben, he's actually put out some bounties on some local threats that we're dealing with. If you do need money, but I had better go take care of I better go take care of Pip. Trelina, she's usually quite busy with the bar, so I try to watch after him when I can. He's quite a sweet young boy. And she'll kind of look over to the edge of the bar.
Do I still see him?
Yep,
do I still see him looking?
Yeah,
Okay,
at the mention of his name, he like ducks.
Okay, if he's looking, I would like to look over, and then put my teacup like handle on my tail and drink out of the teacup.
And he's like, whoa! Just sort of like gasping with his hands over his mouth. And he's actually at seeing that, because, you know, he sees that, you know, kind of someone he looks up to is kind of so happy and chatting with you. He kind of like tiptoes closer and closer to you, like kind of like between, he's just very slowly inching his way towards you. And within like a minute or so, him he actually kind of he kind of tugs on your garment a little bit, trying to get your attention.
I say, yes, little man. What would you want?
And he'll kind of like gesture for you to like come closer to his head.
Okay, I'll lean down.
And he'll kind of like put his face up to your ears, and he'll say, Are you guys adventurers?
Say, that's right.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm trying to be an adventurer myself one day. Me and my friend Carp, we like to run out and we fight monsters. And we always beat them.
What kind of monsters do you fight?
Well, you know, like big beetles. And he kind of like holds up his hands and like makes out like 6 inches or so. It's like, they're like this big. It was a fierce battle. But things like that.
Very impressive.
I know. It was scary, but we did it. And he says, we on one of our latest adventures, we thought we would be ghost hunters, and we went up to the big scary manor. well, we got up there and it was a little scary, so we did a tactical retreat, I think is what they call it. And we went to the woods a little bit south to the edge, because we went down the hill, and we saw a big hole in the wall. Well, not the wall, the hill. And we heard weird noises coming from there. I said we should go in, but Carp was a little spooked. He said we should run off.
Okay, yeah, I'll say, ghosts might be a little too scary for you right now, but Raz is big and strong. I think he might be able to take care of them.
Oh, I forgot to mention too, after we heard the weird ghosts, a couple of big scary guys came out of the tunnel, but we were hiding in the bushes.
Well, what did they look like, these big scared guys?
Well, they had, like, I don't know, it looked like they were wearing red blankets or something. I'm not sure, but lots of red. They were big and mean looking, and they said some naughty words.
Is the barmaid still there?
Yeah, she seeing him is just kind of like looking endearing, like kind of, oh, this kid.
I'm gonna turn to her and ask her, do the Redbrands wear red cloaks of some kind?
Yes, they do kind of, I believe it's some sort of, I don't know, maybe calling card. They do tend to have red cloaks, yes. Some have it wrapped around their heads, some it's just draped across their shoulders, but it is something they all seem to have.
Excellent. Well, what is your name again, little one?
My name is Pip.
Okay, Pip, maybe tomorrow you and Carp can show Raz here where you saw these scary men.
Oh, and he'll look up to his mom. Is that okay, Mom? And she'll just be like, oh dear, Pip, you know you shouldn't be running off to that manor. You could get yourself hurt. I don't know why you and that little boy Carp always keep running off everywhere, but I guess children will be children. I'm not sure I feel comfortable with you going off near there again, especially with these talk of bandits and ghosts.
Say, I tell you what, why don't you just kind of tell me where you went a little bit, where in the general area where these ghosts might be.
Well, all I know is it's kinda to the south of the manor, I think, but Carp, he's our mighty tracker. He could probably tell you better. He's my buddy. He lives on the farm to the south. Him and his mom. And Trulina hearing that, she's like, yes, the Alderleafs, or the Alderleafs, they do have a farm here to the south if you'd like to speak with Carp and his mother.
Say, well, Raz, tomorrow we'll go ask Carp where this cave is, and he will go investigate. And then he will come back to you and he will tell you exactly what he finds.
Oh, man, I wish I could go, Mom. Oh, Pip, don't make me get out the paddle. Oh, and he runs off.
Nice.
So after kind of hearing this, Sildar is like, yes, well, it do seems you have a lead on these Redbrands. It's actually, interests do somewhat align in this. You see, my other companion, I have a friend named Yarno. He actually headed to Phandalin before me. You see, I work for some more people other than Gundren, and we seek to make sure that places like Phandalin on the frontier, that there's proper law and order. So once we had heard about this, we had to send someone, and we sent Yano out a couple months ahead of me, and I haven't heard from him, so I do need to track him down, but he also would hopefully have more information on these bandits. I do hope I can find him, but tomorrow, honestly, if you want to investigate this manor, I will check around town and speak with the town master and see if he's met Yano, and see if I can track him down and give us more information. What say you?
I tell you what, Raz has a bit of a plan.
Okay, let's hear
If you
it.
all let hear me out. So, tomorrow, while I can go first, I can go to I don't remember, the apple tree farm, whatever the name is. And I can go get this boy Carp to tell me where it appears this cave that the Redbrands are staying is located.
Mm-hmm.
And then, perhaps, Raz, with what he used to do as a profession, could maybe fit in a little well with these Redbrands. So, what if Raz goes to the sleeping giant, pretending that he is perhaps a rough type in search of work, and he maybe wants to find some employment with these bandits. And so he attempts to get into the organization, maybe find out a little more information about what kind of operation they are running here.
Well, that is a good idea in theory. What you also have to keep in mind is we are new faces in town, each and every one of us. So I have a feeling that they've probably seen us come in, and I doubt that backstory would work too well, considering what we've done already.
Perhaps Raz says his job is completed, and his payment was not very sufficient, and Raz finds that doing things a little more outside the law is a bit more plentiful than doing things inside the law. And he tells this to the Redbrands. Also, while Raz is doing that, I think the woman at the armory told us about some orcs around town. And perhaps somebody could investigate that as well.
Oh, yes, I believe she had said they were out to the east of town. We might have to speak to the town master about that. He would probably know more.
I mean, worst case, Raz goes to the bar and gets a bit of a beating and comes back empty-handed.
Well, I would leave that debate up to you three, if you feel comfortable with that. I personally would not send one of my own to do such a task, but if you are daring, I am not one to stop you.
See, personally, I don't feel like it's a good idea, considering what we've done. Like I said, the attention we've drawn to ourselves already, and not for nothing, but I feel like just, if they're as timid as they say, just showing some strength might be enough to deter them from doing anything further.
Perhaps.
You want to weigh in, Lausian? All right,
No. I think taking a bit of a beating and coming back empty-handed is not much to lose, so I'll leave it up to you.
If you'd like, one of you or both of you could accompany Raz. Or we could try a different tactic, whatever you think is best.
So, with you saying that, Mordred is like, she kind of pipes up. Oh, well, I'd go with ya, but if I go, I'm likely to kick their arses right out of that damn bar. I hate it when there's people screwing with the townsfolk. It's the same damn reason I left Neverwinter, them goddamn guards fucking with people. It just pisses me off. Like no other. I say we go and kick all their arses out.
I would go with you.
Perhaps this, we go in, see if we can maybe pull some information from them. If they do not give us said information, maybe we can show the ring, as you said, Caster.
Alright. This is all
Sounds good to me.
Tell you
You
this
think-
much, I'll be staying outside with Mordred for sure, because I'm of the same mentality that she is, and I can't stand assholes. So
I'll go in with you.
Fair enough. Sounds like a plan. If things go south, we will come out of the bar and we will duke it out, as they say.
So
Can you,
with
like-
that, oh, go ahead.
Can you set up I don't know, like traps or anything like that in this, Michael?
Yeah.
Huh.
If you, oh wait, are you just meaning like kind of trying to ambush people, or like are you talking about like literal traps, like bear traps and shit like that?
Both, pretty much.
Yeah, honestly, depending on the situation, yeah, you could totally set up like an ambush or something like that. Like if you know kind of information, like so like such like that, and yeah, there are plenty of traps and stuff like that that you can deal with. Like for example, one thing I enjoyed was throwing ball bearings across the floor so people would trip over them when they came inside. So there's lots of shit you can screw around with.
Okay.
All
So
you
your
have to do
imagination's
is
the limit.
ask. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I love about this game. And also, just kind of listening in, like the little snoop she is, Elsa kind of pipes in. Also, if you really are dealing with these ruffians, I actually, it's kind of strange, and I thought you should know. While Lenine, she scares them off with a sword, I've noticed that they just don't tend to bother the miners' exchange. I know Miss Halia, she's an intimidating woman, but I've just never even seen them approach the building. I don't know what it is, but I just thought you should know. I just found it peculiar.
Interesting.
While we're having this conversation, is there anybody that it looks like is listening more intently than they were before, just kind of whereas before they were just kind of eyeing us? Is there anybody that seems to be listening more intently, like staring at us during all of this?
So, the old woman did kind of peek up at the mention of Halia Thornton, but other than that, everyone else seems to be pretty just enjoying their evening.
Okay.
But yeah, so with that, Sildar says, "Well, I believe we'll get this town sorted. Thank you for taking an interest in trying to deal with these bandits. A town like this can't survive long with men like that. I need to get some rest. I'm going to venture to the town master's hall in the morning to procure some mother loan for you so I can pay you for your escorting me here. And hopefully I can glean some more information from this Haben Wester." And he'll head off to the room.
I would say, let's see. In the morning, while he is doing that, I think I will go to this farm with this child carp and get him to tell me the location of this strange cave. I think maybe if we split up our work, somebody could also go to this what was his name, Darren Adermath's house. Maybe ask him a little more
Yes.
about the Redbrands. And somebody else could perhaps go to this miners' exchange and see if they can figure out any information on what's going on there.
Of all of that, I'd be inclined to go to the Miners' Exchange personally.
And then after we have all fulfilled our tasks, we can regroup here at the inn, and we can start our approach on the sleeping giant.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, I guess a bit of preparation is always good, Eve. But you know, I just love to bash their heads in with me hammer. But I can wait a bit.
Of course, we are only asking for a little bit of time with just Raz and Lausian inside. And then perhaps we will bash them all in the heads with hammers, who knows?
Well, if that's the case, I'll head to the miners' exchange with Kester. Alright, so you are going to head to the orchard in the morning. Castor and Mordred have said they would go to the miners' exchange. What about you, Lausian? Would you go
Instead,
to
I was gonna go talk to the kid.
Yes, the kid is... Oh, sorry, the kid's at the farm. So the orchard is the only thing that hasn't been checked.
I would say maybe Lausian, you and I can go talk to the child, and then afterwards we can go talk to the gentleman at the orchard.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Oh, well, boys, I think I'm gonna go get some sleep if we're gonna be doing all this tomorrow. And she'll just slam back the last of her ale, and she's gonna waddle back to her room. I keep forgetting that dwarves aren't like 3 feet tall in this. They're not so small that they walk around in a swaddle.
Nope.
I want them to
How
be
tall
small,
are they?
though, damn it. They're like 4 to 5 feet tall.
Oh, well, my character is only 5 feet, I think.
Yeah, elves are like weirdly a little bit smaller than humans in this, instead of like the tall, graceful, elegant things of like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, which is interesting, because I feel like every time I see elves portrayed, they're always like tall, except for obviously in the North
I was
Pole.
gonna say, I think I'm basically like the same size as humans, more or less.
Yeah.
So we're a
Honestly-
very short team to average team.
But yeah, got some musculars. But yeah, so
So we're
you guys all headed to bed for the night, or
That's
gonna
my plan.
mingle some more? Alright.
I think I'll head on to bed as well.
Alright. So if you're all going to bed. Oh, go ahead.
Did I notice the old woman peeking up at the miners exchange thing?
Yeah, everyone, like, y'all made it sound like y'all were kind of keeping a relatively good eye, so, yeah, everyone kind of saw that she was a little more intrigued about that.
I guess I would like to go talk to her.
Okie doke. Did the other two of you, did you head to your rooms for the night?
I'm gonna head to mine because I got a
Yeah.
little bit of work to do before bed.
Alrighty.
What mystery is he cooking up?
You'll never know.
Oh my
Okay,
god. Does this woman not even have a fucking... I guess she doesn't. Okay. That's fine. I got this. Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so I would like to approach I'm using my accent. I would
Well,
like
thank
to
you, Sean.
approach her and I would say, hello, I can't help but notice that you might have been interested in our conversation a bit.
Oh, oh shit, I got added my goblin to it a little bit. Oh, Dear, I wasn't eavesdropping.
How old is she?
She, as you approach her, she's kind of got white hair. Lady's gotta be in like her 80s. Like, she's not fucking
Old.
ancient, but she's old. Like, she's kind of hunched over a little bit. Definitely has a cane with her. Hands, though, are like very... I wouldn't say they're like muscular, but like her hands are like good for her age, like compared to everything else.
Okay, I would like to like to say, by the way, I love what you are wearing tonight.
Oh, thank you, dear. I weaved it myself.
Wow, impressive. The weaving,
Thank
are you a tailor by trade, perhaps?
Oh, yes, I help the town here and there with the garments they need. They come to me, and I appreciate getting to talk while I make them their garments. They take good care of me, as I am getting a bit older.
What kind of interesting stories do you hear when you are tailoring for them?
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that. Someone cheated on the husband, and oh, this and that, like such and such. Someone's having a child. Lately it's all just talk of these damn bandits.
Yes, of course. Listen, I am interested in these bandits, and I'm interested also in the mining exchange. What kind of operation are they running out of there?
Oh, the mining exchange. Well, I couldn't say personally. They do bring business to the town, but that woman there, that Halia, she rubs me the wrong way. And I always hear people coming in who have dealt with her who've just told me they give her a similar feeling. I just don't believe she's one of the most honest people you like to run into in this town.
And what gives you that impression?
She... just quite the no-nonsense woman at all. Is not willing to barter. She's always just... Also, she does talk about being very displeased with the leadership in town. I've known Harbin since he was a young lad, and while he might not always be the brightest, he is still our leader. And I don't like people talking down on him. He's a fine young lad, but I don't know, that Halia, I think she might have devices on becoming the town master herself. At least that's the sort of way she imposes herself around town, it seems.
You think she thinks he is not bright enough, perhaps, to run the town?
Yes, I've also heard one time when I was patching one of his pants that she'd even threatened him before, but he wouldn't tell me much more. And I don't know, I want us to be a nice little town. I don't want us threatening each other and all that sinister things. We're just all trying to live a normal life here.
Of course, and it looks like a wonderful place. Well, thank you for indulging me, and I hope you have a great night.
Well, thank you. I do love your very luscious fur.
Thank you very much. I do my best to keep it maintained.
Well,
Okay,
do
and I will-
enjoy your time in Phandalin.
I will go to my room.
Alrighty. With that, if anyone took a beating, feel free to restore your health. You should also be able to restore your hit die, because... Oh yeah, those are probably already refilled from when you leveled up.
Yup.
But yeah, so everyone has a good old sleep. Oh, actually, Roz, give me a religion check.
Religion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
All right. 5. Okay. So you dream tonight. You still manage to sleep okay enough, but you do toss and turn a little bit. And you are, I wouldn't say haunted, but you dream of being on the ship and the storms and the thunder and lightning. Just so much thunder and lightning. You do wake up kind of sweating a little bit at one point, but manage to go back to sleep. But you definitely think about that as you drift back off into sleep. But yeah, with that, y'all all wake up in the morning. There's a nice cock-a-doodle-doo. And as you leave your rooms, you have good old Toblin sitting there. Well, I hope you enjoyed your stay. Would you be wanting to reserve a room for other nights, possibly?
Well, we'll definitely be in town for at least a couple days. So I feel like that probably would be best. That way we know we have some place to come back to each night.
Oh, perfect. Well, yes. Unfortunately, your friend, Sildar, he did leave earlier today, but I'm not quite sure if he was willing to pay again. But if you'd like to pay yourselves, I could obviously take a down payment, or just for a singular silver, I could at least hold the rooms for the rest of the day, and in case you were to come back tonight to sleep here.
Yeah, I think that would actually be best. And I'll
Yes.
hand over a silver.
All right, perfect. If
my
you
room.
come back, I will put it towards the payment for your room tonight. But obviously, if you do not return, I will hold on to this deposit.
It's one silver.
Yep, 1 silver from everybody.
Yeah, I will make our deposit for Lausian and I.
Alrighty.
I will also say that I am acting uncharacteristically serious this morning.
Okay. Anybody? So are y'all eating breakfast? What are y'all up to?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. You guys all head to the bar again. Trelina's, oh, well, hello again, and would you like some biscuits and coffee? Elsa just made them a few, I'd say a good 10 minutes ago, so they're still quite fresh.
Sounds quite delightful. I'll gladly take some.
Alright,
Me as well.
it would just be a few copper from each of you, please.
Like how much? Like 4? Like 7? Like it was last night? Or what?
Nah, she'll take 3. The biscuits, not too much went into them.
Okay. I'll hand over 3 copper.
Alright.
I gave her copper as well.
Perfect. All right. So, yeah, you guys all enjoy your meal. Mordred, once again, just scrounging into that. Also, I should probably move her sheet up here a little bit if I need to keep using her.
I'll be back. I'm going to grab a beer.
Perfect. Get that inspiration, boy.
I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I also have to do that, so.
Here, yeah,
Take a
let's
quick
just
break
let's
here?
just take a just a couple minute break before we get going.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
That was fucking awful.
Oh, centipedes.
Michael, have you
are the
had one of
devils. I get like the fucking like the silverfish things a lot. They're like
Yeah, no,
they're kind of like furry centipedes, sort of.
2 times we had house centipedes, and they're fucking massive.
Ooh, gross.
They're like the size of like the big cockroaches,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like super long. Like look up house centipede. They're fucking gross,
Oh god,
Oh god,
that sounds horrible.
and they're like really fast.
Really, really fast.
Oh, cockroaches. I've never had cockroaches in
They're
the
terrible.
place I lived.
A
I
cockroach.
killed so many roaches in New York.
Alright,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I have
a
a
lot of
question,
those.
Michael. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What?
With
Oh,
the,
you looked up the thing.
Yeah.
With the
House centipede.
blunderbuss,
Uh huh.
did it have the burst fire property?
Oh, spread. Oh wait, hold on. The stats are here. Blunderbuss has firearm and two-handed, but I don't see anything about fucking whatchamacallit. The spread thing. Where is this? Is this in something else?
It's again just firearms. It basically burst fire. Instead of doing just like one attack, you can basically do a 10-foot square within normal attack range that you just pepper with like shots.
Yeah, we'll just keep it at the. Cause like, wait, does it say? What does it even say? Jesus Christ, they give you a good amount of range with this fucking thing. You got 60 foot for the base, so with that,
Jesus,
we're gonna not do the spread because I don't want an entire room getting obliterated by that.
Wait. Oh, come on. But why not?
Oh man.
No, just make the ammo really expensive.
I don't have to buy ammo.
You just get the fucking dragon breath shotgun shells and like fucking just set an entire dungeon on fire.
Oh, can you like make your own ammo or something?
So one of my magical traits, one of the magical infusions that I have, is called repeating shot, which basically I can infuse any weapon that has the ammunition property. It gets a +1 to attack and damage, and it ignores the loading property. And if I don't load any ammo into the weapon, it makes its own.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. Yeah, I will look into guns more later.
Okay. I just wanted to plant that seed in your head. That way you had it for later.
Yeah. Because I also feel like the blunderbuss, especially if it's literally like a shotgun, should probably have this spread property it's talking about. But anyways, so everyone wakes up. They have their breakfast. And yeah, where is everybody headed? After Chelina told you, Toblin told you that Sildar had ran off.
I'm gonna head to wherever that mine thing is.
Oh, the Miners Exchange, and I believe Mordred was heading with you as well.
Lassian and I can head to the orchard because I forgot where the farm is supposed to be.
Okay.
We'll ask him.
Okay, perfect. So first off, just along the way, you got, because Lausian and Roz, they go across town green. Castor and Mordred, they do walk by the Town Master's Hall on their way south to the Phandalin Miners Exchange.
Oh shit! Could I? I wanted to tell them something before we left.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So about the Miners Exchange, I talked to an old woman in the inn last night that said the woman that works there is a little off-putting. She perhaps has interest in replacing the town master, and she is a very serious woman who has maybe made some threats to the town master about something. Sildar, you could maybe ask the town master about that.
Sildar, he headed out before y'all woke up.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone as hell.
Okay, well, never mind. Anyway, for you, just so you know, I think the woman who works at the Miners Exchange has made threats to the town master.
Oh, trust me, I had my inklings about her from the get-go, considering that the ruffians have
Leave her
steered
alone.
clear of
Yes.
that entirely. I have a feeling that she might be their leader, or at least some part in that chain of command.
Perhaps.
Alright.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, yeah, so with that, y'all head off. Caster, as you guys are walking south toward the exchange, you do notice on your left, there is a board with notices on the board in front of this large building that, by the way, Sildar had mentioned, it could be a Town Master's Hall, you're not sure. But do you look at the notices or do you keep moving south to the Miners Exchange?
Yeah, I'll kind of take a quick look through to see what I can see.
All right. So you walk over to the board and so I can't quite, or wait, I'm trying to see if I can just give this to one of you because I know that there's a way to show everyone, but right now it's like only you that would see it. For now, I'll just read them real quick. So you do see one that mentions, these are all signed at the bottom by Harbin Wester, the town master. And so the first one says, dwarf prospectors have found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains south of here, and they have been working on an archaeological dig, seeking treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take a warning to them, and then return to myself, Town Master Harbin, to collect a reward of 50 gold. You also see another one.
Just for making a fucking warning? That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. This dragon ain't no joke. You also see another one that says, we also have a clan of reclusive rock gnomes to the south in a network of caves to the mountain in the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which we could take care of this dragon. Get whatever you can from them, and if you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, I will pay you 50 gold for it. And then a little bit to the south there, you see one final one that says, our local potion master, Adabra. She is in a stone windmill to the south of us, and we would appreciate her being warned of this dragon, and hopefully you can urge her to return to town, as we would need someone to make potions and the sort for us, and I do just worry about her safety. Once she's safe, come back to me and I will reward you with 25 gold. But yeah, that, other than just random notices about like, oh, don't forget Tuesday is the apple eating contest and such like
Taco
that.
Day.
Oh
Taco
shit.
Tuesday.
Basically.
We got Apple Taco Tuesday.
All right. Do you take the notices with you, or do you just leave them there?
Yeah, I'll take them with.
Okay.
We
I'll
can
add
talk
those
about
to
them when we
your
back.
stuff later. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yes. As you continue south, you do walk up to the Miners Exchange, and there is a nice little frack-a-lackin' sign that says it's the Miners Exchange. So do you guys go in?
Yeah.
All right. So as you enter the Miners Exchange, you see a human woman who appears to be in her 30s. She is currently bent over a wow, why am I was thinking so hard of the word countertop. So she's bent over the countertop examining with just what do you call those things, not like goggles but kind of like magnifying, because she's examining some gems in front of her, while a couple other workers are off to the side just sorting some metals and whatnot.
I'll kind of walk in and knock on the door frame as we enter the room.
All right. She looks up, not just a little startled, but like not a lot, honestly. She's a little surprised, but she's like, got it.
Yeah.
So she looks up. Who are you?
Well, my name is Castor, and this is Mordred. We just came into town yesterday and have been tasked with trying to discern what these Redbrands are wanting here, and all the trouble that they've caused, and was just curious if you had any information that you could share with us.
The Redbrands. Would you by chance be the folks that Gundren had hired to escort some goods down to the south here in Phandalin?
Indeed we are.
I see. Well, come closer then. I do not wish for prying ears to hear us.
I'll walk closer. Well, if that's the case, do you have some place that might be a little bit more private than here?
Well, do not worry about my associates here. They are quite loyal to me. I just did not want anyone to possibly be listening outside the door and whatnot. I would prefer
Fair enough.
no one be directing those idiots to me without undue cause. So she kind of looks you over, and she's like, well, if you were willing to take a job for Gundren, how would you like to take a job for me? I do pay
Depends on
well.
what the job is.
Well, I would hope that the wealth would be enough, but I believe our interests may be aligned if you're asking about the Redbrands. You see, she kind of like, hunches down a little bit. These Redbrands, I know their leader. Well, I know of him. His name is... I know his name. I just want to make sure that she... Yeah, okay. His name, they call him Glassstaff. On a hand... Oh my god, I'm having a fucking stroke right now. On account of his glass staff, I have been told. Very imaginative, I know. Idiots. Well, anyways. If you were to find this glass staff and eliminate him for me, and also bring me any of his notes, I would be willing to handsomely reward you with 100 gold. But preferably try not to kill all of them. I'm sure if you eliminate their leader, that'd be enough to put a good scare into them.
One intelligent person to another, what interests you of this Glassstaff's notes?
Well, if there are people threatening our town, I would hope to know why, and if there is anyone supplying them. You see, because if we were to just kill them all, we might not ever know if there was something more to this entire thing. I do not know if this is just a local organization, or if there's a greater threat that could be affecting the town. So any information is good for our defense of the town.
Does it seem like she's hiding any more information than what she's doing?
Yeah, give me a insight check.
I can do that. Yes, I know everything.
So you hear what she's saying, and like, man, it just seems like she's really concerned about Phandalin. But so she just looks at you. Well, will you assist me?
I will definitely see what I can do.
Well, all right then.
Do you have any information as to how we might go about finding their hideout, getting in?
Oh,
what
well,
we
I
might
can tell you
find
that
within?
right now. I do know for a fact their hideout is under that Sendal Manor, the ruins up to the northeast. I'm not quite sure exactly how they get in and out of it, but it is down there for sure. There's been many people with sightings of them coming in and out around that area, so it must be there. I assume their leader would be there as well.
What kind of people? Like, are we talking humans, orcs, dwarves, all kinds?
Yes, I do believe it is just a local band of humans. I have not quite seen any monstrous types around here. we do have a bit of an orc problem to the east that I do hope we can take care of at some point.
What about that as well? That might be something else that we'll look into while we're here. I'll look towards Mordred. Is there any other questions that you can think of for while we're here?
She just says, well, thank you, Miss Helya, for all the information you've given me. I believe it'll be quite enough to go bash some heads in, and I'll be glad to bring you this leader's head if it need be. And Helya will say, well, I do appreciate your enthusiasm, but please try not to kill all of them. That'd be quite the mess to clean up. But as long as you can bring me their leader, well, dead, that is, I will be more than happy to compensate you. But if you do not have any more business with me, I am quite the busy woman.
I do have one other question.
Yes,
that
yes.
manor, I couldn't help but notice that it is in ruins. What happened there? If you could tell me.
Fuck, someone knows about this. I'm trying to remember who knows. Let's see. God damn it. Okay, so it doesn't say that she specifically knows. So she does know in general. Yes, I believe that used to be some rich family that lived here once upon a time. As you see, Phandalin actually used to be quite the prosperous town. There used to be an alliance of humans and dwarves in this town that they used some mine somewhere to the south to make many magical items, and it was quite beneficial to the town, and there was quite an amount of trade. But I heard it's somewhere that orcs had actually raided the entire area, destroyed the mine, as far as I know, and attacked the town. As you've seen the ruins around town, we used to even have walls, apparently, but that is plenty long before my time. So we are just what remains now. Apparently, settlers, most of us hail from Neverwinter, some of us are from Waterdeep, but the resettlement of the village has been recent, for sure. Beyond that, I don't know much more about it.
Is there anyone in town that has been here the longest that might have some information?
Well, you see, I do believe that... hold on, let me just double check. He is, I do believe Darren is probably the oldest here of us all. He is an half-elf, I believe, so he will have lived a bit longer. He might know more, but I'm not quite sure if he is that old, because I did hear that when this village was initially attacked, this was roughly 400 to 500 years ago.
Where might I find this Darren?
Darren, he runs a farm, or he runs an orchard to the northwest of here, beyond the town green.
All right. I think that's all that I have. If you have any other information that you would like to share with us, or you think of anything at all, we'll be staying at the Stonehill Inn. So if you just want to come there or send somebody with the information, that would be most appreciated.
Yes, of course, the Stonehill Inn. I will remember that. As for yourselves, just know that if you work with me, you will be handsomely rewarded. Now, out with you. I have work to do.
Head out.
Alrighty, so with that, we're going to jump to Roz and Lausian, who will have been doing this as Mordred and Castor were having their interaction with Thalia Horton. Let me just move this up as well. Control-Shift-O. And let me grab this. Now that you guys know where this stuff is, Control-Shift-O. What the fuck did I just grab? There we go. Okay, so Lausian and Roz, you do make your way across the town green, and you do see a quaint little orchard. And outside, working amongst the trees with a basket, gathering apples, you see a silver-haired half-elf, just kind of in regular clothes. Nothing too hot as he is working throughout the day. And, yeah, what do you guys do? Oh, and also, sorry, next to the orchard, there is a quaint little house. It's got, just looks pretty standard. But go ahead.
Okay. I would like to call out, like, from the edge of the orchard. I don't suppose you would be Darren Adermath by chance.
Ah, now who asks for an old fool like Darren Eldermath?
My name is Razkalar, and this is my friend Lausian. And we are here to ask you some questions about some of the goings-on in town here. We just got in. We were helping a friend of ours with delivering some provisions to town, and we are just looking for some information, if you wouldn't mind offering it.
Oh, I see. Here to help with our little problem in town, are we? It's usually all the talk about anything these days.
Would you be referring to the bandit group in town?
Ah, yes, those bastards, absolutely. I wait for the day where someone can destroy all of them. I would do it myself, but I'm not exactly in that business of dealing death anymore.
Well, it doesn't really seem like a one-man job.
In my prime, I probably could have taken care of them.
Wow, that is impressive. Raz would like to get to know those stories a little more, but for the moment, could I ask you about these red brands?
Ah, yes.
What do you know?
They moved in some weeks ago. Started shaking up the town. Yeah, just trying to get money from some businesses and just just bad folk. I do know for a fact that their main hideout, I believe, is under Sendar Manor. Tresendar. People have seen them coming in and about that area. I'm not quite sure exactly how to get in there, but I do know that's where they should reside. A few of them also reside in the Sleeping Giant bar. They kind of hang around there. Most folk try to stay away from there these days, but that's as much as some of these people can do. Definitely don't have many trained soldiers around here.
Of course. And what would you say are the numbers of their forces? What kind of operation are we dealing with here? Is it large?
Well, I know only a few usually stay in town at a given time. As for people in the actual hideout itself, well, just on the faces I've seen around town, I would say their number has to number at least in the maybe up to 10 folk or so. Just a bit too many to take on myself.
Of course. And do they
I
have
do
a
know
leader
that
of some kind?
Yes, actually, their leader is quite the bastard. I've never quite seen him personally, but anyone to run a band of ruffians like that was quite the hard folk. I believe they call him Glassstaff on account of, you won't believe this, his staff.
Very creative, yes.
Yes, these folk tend to be like that, for sure. But honestly, if you were to deal with these folk, I would be mighty appreciative. I can't quite deal with them myself, but they do need to be dealt with.
Yes, I do think I may have a lead on the entrance to their hideout there. Would you mind telling me where exactly the Alderley Farm is?
Oh, yes, of course. The Alderley Farm is to the southeast of here, beyond the town hall, You will see it if you just keep heading southeast. It's also mostly directly south of the Sleeping Giant Inn. You'll see it as you go past the Town Mouse's Hall, most likely. Also, I see you are courageous enough to take on these bandits. Could I actually trouble your ear for a moment more?
Of course.
You see, obviously I would prefer that this be dealt with first, but I've also heard rumors. I've heard of a wizard to the east. He has been digging around some old ruins. And you see, I know that there are orcs out there, but what scares me is some of the people that have talked about this man says that they might be working. They've seen undead. And I know undead, wherever they turn up, it is never good news. And I do know that there are some ruins out there to the east where that's where he's been spotted. They used to belong to a magical empire of the Netheril, and I worry that he might find some things that should be better left forgotten. So, if you do find time...
Kind of magical artifacts or something?
Yes, these people
Sounds
were
like it might
known
be a
for-
necromancer.
Possibly. And honestly, anywhere those are found, they should be dealt with swiftly and lethally.
Can
At
you
least
tell me
in my
anything about
opinion.
the... Yes, of course. We will definitely look into that after we maybe take on. Can you tell me anything about the orcs to the east?
Ah, yes, the orcs. Well, honestly, in the past few days, I don't know how long you've been in town, but ever since we saw this great white dragonfly, we've been having them stir up some trouble. I've heard that our local rancher to the east near Cornbury, Big Al, he's been having some trouble with them, but him and his farmhands have usually been able to hold their own. He used to be a sheriff, you see. And I've also heard something about a shrine to the east as well. It's actually somewhat close to these ruins I speak of, but I've heard that just a whole group of them have moved into that. So I might be using it as some sort of forward base of operations.
I see.
But that shrine
and,
itself, it would be to the south of Cornbury.
Okay, of course. And just while I'm here, would you happen to know anything? I don't know if the name Cragmaw Castle rings a bell to you.
Cragmaw Castle. Well, you see, I don't personally think I've heard of something like that, but I do know of a druid near Neverwinter Wood who might possibly know more. I mean, you know druids, one with the forest and all that. He's been around
Yes,
quite some time, so he would probably know if there was anything like that lurking in the woods.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your help. I have a question. Would you like to, presuming we do decide to take care of these bandits, would you like to accompany us on the job? You look like you can handle yourself.
Ah, yes. Well, while I would love to deal with them personally, I honestly believe if you were to go deal with them, just let me know when, and I would prefer to actually stay in town and just make sure that there's someone to defend these good folk of this town.
Of course. Well, thank you for all your help, and we will keep you updated on what we find.
All right. Well, thank you, good sirs, and good luck with dealing with these ruffians.
Nice, okay. I guess that's it, unless Laosian wants to do something else.
Nope, I think I'm good.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Also, on seeing that you're a full-on elf, fucking, god damn it, why am I blanking on his name right now? I literally just said it earlier. Oh
Darren.
man, oh yeah, Darren. I get so into these conversations I forget other shit. Darren will just kind of look at you, Lousy, and be like, surprised not to hear anything from you based on my lineage. Most time I run into folk like you, they have something to say about a non-pure blood like myself. I am a bit of a mix, as you can see. But, if it's not a problem to you, well, good on you. But yeah, and just like, I'm gonna get back to work now.
Alright. Well, all I gotta say is, live and let live. Doesn't bother me. Move on.
Words to live by. Okay, so, Mordred and Castor, after dealing with Halia, where would y'all have headed?
I am going to go to the Town Master's Hall, or what we assume is to be the Town Master's Hall. And
Alright,
go in and see if I can find Sildar and also to talk to the Town Master.
Alright, so as you guys head to the Town Master's Hall, Lausin and Raz, I would assume y'all were heading to the southeast to the farm, correct? Okay, so as you guys are actually heading southeast, you do run into each other. So do y'all just walk by on your business, or what's going on?
I'll stop and be like, so, did you guys find out anything while you were there?
I'll say, perhaps maybe we should speak somewhere a little more private.
It's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, there's a little kind of alley, a little space between the Town Master's Hall and a house to the north that y'all could talk in for now.
Sounds good.
All right, so
Okay.
y'all go over there.
Over there, I suppose.
Mhm.
Yep.
What did you find at the miners' exchange?
Well, not a whole lot, honestly. Other than we learned what they call the leader. He goes by Glassstaff. And
Yes.
also happens that, what the hell was her name again?
The person you speak to?
Yeah.
Halia.
He also mentioned that, she'd be interested in some notes that he might have. And that she would reward us handsomely should we be able to bring them back.
Did she say what kind of interest she had in these notes?
She did not, other than it was just that if there's a band of ruffians that are here in town, whether they what kind of interests they might have here, and if their interests may lie elsewhere as well. And she believes
see.
that his notes might hold that answer.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, do you guys mind giving me a perception check?
Sure.
Alright, there's Castor, there's Lausian.
Did it do it? Oh yeah, there we go.
Alright, okay, wow. So, while you guys are speaking, you notice that there is a presence behind you. And as you turn around, you see 4 ruffians standing before you, looking quite menacing. And one opens up and says, well, what we got here? Couple of newcomers, eh?
I'll reach behind my back, pull at both my hands, grab both my handles, pull them up over my shoulders. Be like,
Aye, we are new in town, but I'd recommend you go on your way before this ends up being something that you won't like.
Oh, well, that's a problem for us, because, well, I'd appreciate it if you dropped your weapons and any other valuables you got.
Now,
You know,
hang on a minute here.
Just
Let
as a
me,
bit of a tax. Hmm?
Let me ask you a question. Would you all be the Redbrands by chance?
So the one kind of to the left. Also, you guys are on the map, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
we're on the map.
Okay, cool.
There's a map?
Yes, there is a map now, Sean. So this one kind of on the left here, he kind of looks to the other one. He's like, boss, what the hell they asking about us for? I thought we got the drop on them. Ah, shut up. Well, yes, we might be the Redbrands. What's it to you?
You will have to forgive my friends and I here. We were just a little startled, but we have actually been looking for you.
Ah, well, it makes it easier on us, 'cause we were looking for you. Not appreciating the snooping you've been doing around town.
And what have you heard about our snooping?
Oh, just that you've been running around asking about a hideout and all that. And I don't really appreciate it, if I'm being honest. And neither
Now,
does
here's-
the boss.
Here's the thing. We were asking around town about this because we thought, we have been doing, as you might say, legal work, and it has not been very fruitful for my friends and I here. And we were wondering if maybe you could use some help bolstering your ranks around town.
Give me a deception check.
1 second.
So let's see. Let me just do this a couple more times just to see the group, how they feel about it. Okay, so 1, 2. All right, so the 3 behind this one to the front here, they all kind of look to him like, oh, well. They're all just kind of like waiting to see what he'll say. And he's like, well, we are always looking to recruit, but I don't know if we're looking for newcomers like you. And the 3 behind him look kind of like a little confused because, they do realize that they could use some more warriors, but they're kind of deferring to him right now.
And what gives you pause, my friend?
Well, not really quite trusting in many new keepers of late, or new folk. It's just usually a bit easier to do a bit of robbing and stuff like that on them. Not quite as easy to trust them.
Now, I think that you will find that my friends and I here are not very easy to rob. Now, I would suggest that you maybe hear out our offer. Or, if you'd like, you can give it a shot and we can prove that we are worthy to join your ranks.
Bit bold, this one. Well, how about I give you an offer, alright? How about you give us all your gold and we'll let you live? And this front one draws his sword. And his folk behind him do the same. And with that, we will enter initiative.
Alrighty.
Let me give us our turn, Dilly Bobber. Just get rid of everybody. Alrighty. Just make sure to click on your tokens and y'all can roll initiative.
No! Damn it!
Dude.
What were you
I
saying,
might
Sean?
be dead before I go.
You
I'm pretty sure I got higher text.
We're rolling pretty shit right now.
Let's see how Mordred. Oh damn, Mordred did pretty good.
Nice.
Michael,
Yeah.
So,
you look at my camera?
Oh, hold on. Oh, did you finish your double shot beer or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that a regular beer or is that like wine or what?
It was beer, man.
Oh, did you have one or two?
One.
Yeah. With your beers, you need 2 standard drinks, so one more and you get some inspiration, buddy.
Alright.
This is my third, so I have.
Oh, so Roz definitely has some inspiration. All right.
so I have a question, Michael. While this, before we jump into stuff, while this conversation was happening, would I have been able to kind of like push in front of the group instead of being right here in like the formation that we are? That could I have walked forward a little bit to kind of put myself between them and the squishies behind us?
Yeah. As you were, as they were talking, you kind of, especially being a little bit smaller, you were able to kind of maneuver in front for sure.
Okay.
Mordred didn't quite have that forethought at the moment. Oh god, I
That's
thought
fine.
she. Oh, I was looking at the wrong dice. If she had advantage, she would have done fine. All right, so. Oh wait, no, because I still had her clicked when I did that. All right, so she did have a 15. Okay, so let me move that. 4, 4, 10. 9. All right, cool. So we got a pretty even distribution. Alrighty. So seeing these guys draw their swords, Mordred is like, now what? Oh shit! I got my Redbrand voice. Here we go. Always with fucking bandits like this. Taste my hammer, you asshole. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. And she brings out her hammer, got her shield out, and she goes to smack one of these bad boys in the face. And she goes to smack with her hammer and totally whiffs it on this one to the south here. And with that, I don't believe she has any bonus actions really she can do, so that will be her turn. So what about you, Roz?
Which one's the leader?
The leader is this one in the front here, kind of to the northern. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do Chaos Bolt on him.
Okay, so I will assume it is the first time you click Chaos Bolt. So a 9 unfortunately does miss.
Wait, what?
Unless you want.
I didn't click anything.
Oh, I see. I don't know. For me, it showed that you.
I think he accidentally clicked it whenever he was looking at spells and shit. I think is what happened.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, because if you look at the chat, it shows.
That's why he got confused.
Yeah. If you go ahead and roll it, it's fine. Okay. Since yeah.
Oops. Okay, hang on.
All right, much better. All right, so that definitely hits. Roll for that damage, boy.
Boy. Got him, boy.
Got him, boy. All right, so damn. Let me just double check this thing. The number rolled on that die determines the attack's type as shown as.
So I get 1 or 7, which is acid or psychic.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do acid.
All right, so you cast this bolt. It takes sort of a green form as it flies towards him, and He is covered in acid and screaming, "Oh, what the fuck!" Ah! And he, let's see, let me minus that. And you did do more than half his health, so he needs to give me a con save. And he fails, so now he needs to roll me a d10. And he gets that, which means he is stunned until the end of his next turn.
Okay. I would also like to shout out any second thoughts about trying to rob us.
Let me just, I think he can still talk while he's stunned, right? Let me just see really quick. Stunned creature is incapacitated. And can speak only falteringly. And he just says, "Oh, get 'em, boys." Is there anything else you'll do on your turn?
That's good. That's all.
Alrighty. So our Redbrands, listening to their good old pal, they will move up. This one to the south here is going to take a swipe at Mordred, and they have multi-attack, which they're definitely gonna need it with that roll. And Jesus. All right, so this ruffian to the south here takes 2 quick slashes at Mordred. The first one she ducks under. The second one she raises her shield and blocks it just in time. And with that, he's gonna hop on this hay bale here and move around and get to her back over here. Seeing what his buddy is doing, this other ruffian is going to move to the west here, and he is also going to take 2 swipes at Mordred. So the first swipe, Jesus Christ. And let's see, the second strike. And okay, so with this second bit, he goes to swipe her the first time. She blocks it, but he does manage to pull it back around and then get it under the shield and slash at her knee a little bit. And she does take some damage. So that is his turn. And oh wait, sorry. After he does take that swipe at her, he will follow his companion. He will jump on the hay bale and move to her south. And then this ruffian will actually move forward. Let's see how far that would be. Whoops. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm on the ruler now. Fuck me. He is like, I am getting some goddamn recognition today. So he moves straight up and goes for a swipe on this little halfling here. And he goes to swipe. He rolls a 14. Is that high enough, Caster?
Nope.
All
Negative.
right. Gotcha. So he then goes to swipe again. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So the first one, he swipes. You don't even have to duck. He just misjudged your height and totally whiffed it. And the second, he tries to correct, and he brings his sword down, but you manage to. Because you have your 2 weapons out right now, right? So you actually manage to like catch it between both of them and just sort of off it to the side. He doesn't lose hand of the weapon, but he definitely misses. Okay. So then that is the Redbrands. You are up, Lausian.
Does he have higher dex than I do?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I didn't have the thingamajigs. Let me see. Let me check. Caster and that versus this, which okay, sorry, it is actually caster up first.
Okay.
Your dex is a little bit higher.
Okay.
And Sean, just what that was really quick is since y'all rolled for the same initiative, like the tiebreaker is dexterity, and his dexterity is a little bit higher. I just didn't see that at first. Alrighty.
In that case, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to just going to drop my hammer and grab my thieves' tools from the little pouch on my side.
My apologies, the
And-
leader is no longer stunned, just so everyone knows, as he's gone through his turn stun.
And then I am going to use Tasha's Caustic Brew in a straight line to hit all 3 of these guys.
Damn.
Part of me.
Holy shit. Alright, so they have to make a DC. It's intelligence for you, right?
Yeah, it's a DC 13 dex save.
Oh, dex save, yeah, okay. You mentioned it in there. Awesome. Alright, let's see. Oh boy, they're pretty good at this. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Alright, so... Let's see, I just want to double check this real quick. Okay, so this one's not even like a half damage thing if they succeed. It's just like it just misses if they
It just misses entirely, yeah.
Alright, so the one directly in front of you, you can do the damage for that one. He is covered. Oh wait, I guess I roll for the damage then, it looks like.
It's at the beginning of their turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, he is covered in acid. The one directly behind him, he does manage to like see that and dodge out of the way pretty swiftly. The one like below Mordred, that one literally sees it coming and does a fucking backflip. He's still in the same spot, but like that shit goes right under him as he like looks down on it as his like face is like a few inches away mid backflip. He just rolled a nat 20, so I had to make it a little better.
Fair enough.
All right. Anything else, Castor?
I'm going to move around to here and just stand right here.
Alrighty, perfect. Alright, Lausian, you are up. What are you going to do, buddy?
Alright, I got it now, so I'm going to do some magic missile on
Oh, shit.
the dude in front of me. How do you ping again? Is it hold down? Yeah, hold down. That dude, this dude, and this dude.
Okay, so the 3 closest to you?
Yep.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna roll that.
Yeah, because that one never misses.
Yep.
Alright, so... Magic Missile, and they each just take, 5 force damage. Okay. Yep. Let's see. -5. -5. And -5. This one's a little sad after doing his backflip. Oh yeah, hold on, let me add this too before I forget. We'll just say it looks like that. And yes, so okay, you shoot your missiles out. The one directly in front of you, just bam in the shoulder. The one next to Caster, bam the older shoulder. The one who just did a backflip, like as he lands, you like hit him right in the leg, like in the thigh with it, and he just like clutches it, like yeah. Anything else?
Since I'm long range mostly, I'm going to go ahead and
Oh, hold on.
Move
Let me just
over here.
warn you of something really quick. Just I won't do this too many times. I just want to do it anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
You take an attack of opportunity, bud.
Yep.
Okay, really quick, let me ask this. What is this symbol that you put on this dude in front of me?
Oh, that's the one that got hit by Caster's acid. That's just to help me remember.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, I'm done then.
All right. Mordred is up again. She is pretty pissed that they managed to swipe at her. And so she is going to... Let me just double check this.
Kill them all.
She is going to cast Sacred Flame on the Redbrand Ruffian that is to her south on the hay bale.
He's gonna regret that backflip.
Right? So he has to make a dex save. He fails it. So he takes 5 radiant damage. So as he lands, he gets hit by this missile in the leg. He suddenly feels this horrible burning sensation all over him. And he is just in pain. He is not looking happy right now. But he is still standing. Yeah, she will stay right there. That is her turn. All right, you are up, Roz. Oh, Sean, also don't forget to take away 1 spell slot for your magic missile.
Already ahead of you.
Nice, nice, awesome. I don't even have to remind people shit anymore. Y'all are just all fucking pros now.
So I am also going to use magic missile.
Oh shit.
Magic missile all the way, man.
And let's see, I am going to cast it on, let's see, this guy, and the guy on the hay bale, and the leader over here.
Alright, so... Okay, so... Oh shit.
Oh, that
All right.
sucked.
Well, you still hit him, thankfully. Alright, so is the leader the one on the hay bale, and what other one?
And the one right in front of me, with the acid on
Okay.
him.
Gotcha. Okay, so you fire off your missiles. These ones, unfortunately, don't hit as vital areas as Lausine's did, but the one right in front of you, it just manages to shoot right in the hand that's not holding his short sword, and he's like, "Fuck!" as he's covered in acid and just got this in his hand. The boss, as he's like sort of shaking his head to get up, you like graze his face, and so now he's got like a scar on him where this magic missile burned across his face. And then the one on the hay bale, fucking shot in the leg, feeling like he's burning, now gets popped by another missile in the shoulder and is just in pain. He is not loving it. All right, are you doing anything else?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shout, once again, any second thoughts about trying to rob us, because I am feeling pretty good right now.
Oh, if you think I'm about to not drive your face in the fucking mud after you doing all this shit to me, you're fucking crazy, kitty.
I just have to say, this voice reminds me quite a bit of that guy from, what is it called? The Boys?
Oh, the fucking, something Edger.
Yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah.
I was not thinking about that, but maybe I can use that as a reference now.
Kind of thought you already were, if I'm being honest.
Oh man, yeah, I was just going for like really fucking gritty, like almost Cornish accent, I guess. But
I got
all
you.
right. Anything else, Roz?
1 second. How do you get the ruler again?
The ruler, it's kind of on the left, and it's the thing that's got like a bar going into a circle.
Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, 1 second. Hang on, what's my ability? Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tempestuous magic bonus action.
Oh, nice, nice.
And
Where are you floating
I'm going to float. Let's see, I guess that would be, I could go here.
Oh yeah, 10 feet away? Yeah, I think so.
Alright, and I'll do that. That's it.
Alright, perfect. So next up is Ruffians. Let me just do this guy's dealio before I forget. So he has to...
He takes 2d4 acid damage. At the
Yeah,
thing.
at the start of each turn. So let me do that really quick. So... Ooh, damn. Okay, so this guy... like... scratching at himself in pain as he takes 5 damage. And... Alright. Oh yeah, it was on the ruler. That's why I couldn't select it. Okay. And also, as he scratches at himself, he takes his action to remove the acid as he kind of tries to like wipe it off and like shaking his hands as he burns his hands as he's doing this. Okay, so that is all that guy can do. And so this the boss is actually gonna move in to attack Mordred. He is going to swipe with his short sword. Well, you know, sergeant, I guess we'll call him since he's not a boss. Okay, so holy shit, Mordred, you fucking tank. Boss just once again brings down, and Mordred's got her shield at the ready, and he just bang, bang, just beating down on her, trying to get her to at least fall on the ground or something, but he is not touching her.
He's killing it.
Yeah, these guys are sucking it up. Let's see here. So with that, let's see here. This Redbrand in the south here on the hay bale, he is just in fucking agony, essentially. He's going to move down in an attempt to get to these casters, and in doing so, he will then attack caster in the way. So he... Oh my
Misses.
god. The first one, caster, you very easily are able to dodge under, but he does correct it, and you roll a 20, so that hits, right?
Damn it. Yeah.
Alright. It's not a crit, thankfully, though. And he brings that sword, but it manages to just kind of like... It's a thin cut. He brings it across you. Thankfully, most of your clothing takes most of the brunt, and you do take 3 damage, though.
Okay.
Alright, so that's him. And, okay, yeah, the one next to Lousing, that was the one that did that shit. Alright, so... This one is also kind of in between two foes.
Mhm.
He's actually gonna take a swipe at Mordred, seeing as she seems pretty distracted being surrounded by everybody. Okay, so Mordred, oh fuck me, dude. Alright, so well, glad Mordred did a lot of tanking because she just took. He's like sees his boss blocking, or his boss being blocked by the shield, and he goes to stab her right in the back twice. His first attack deals 5 damage. And since these were separate attacks, I don't consider it a single source, so she's not going to take massive damage from this. So she takes 5 with the first strike, and then 7 with the second. Because the first one was a fucking crit, and then the second one was just a really good roll. Mordred is in pain. She is not looking great. But with that, that is the Redbrands. What are you up to, Caster?
The guy that I hit with the acid.
The one to the north of you?
Yeah. I am going to use Green Flame Blade.
Nice.
And take a swipe at that fucker with my hand with my hand axe.
Alright, so you definitely hit, so roll that damage.
Yay!
Alright, so, okay, that one falls down as you bring your axe right into his shoulder. The light instantly goes out in his eyes. And as he falls from that, your green flame, if I recall, jumps to this fella to the south here.
Yep.
And it does, what is it?
It'll do 3 damage, 3 fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Because
is that just
it's my spellcasting modifier, and that is a 3.
Gotcha. Okay, yep. So he takes the fire, jumps out of your axe as it sinks into the guy, and jumps to this one over here. And he just kind of screams out as he sees this fire like roll up his arm and kind of catch his shoulder on fire a little bit as he kind of pats it out a little bit. All right. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Alrighty. Lausian, you're up.
Oh man, I forgot to equip another spell, I just realized when we rested. Oh well. I will go ahead and just do Magic Missile again. And there's only 3 targets. So.
Alright, roll it.
Alright.
Using all your spell slots in one battle again.
Yeah, he's really good with these.
Alright, shit. Oh yeah, you got a fucking natural 4 on that too. Sweet. Okay, so 5. Let me see how this goes. See, also, I feel better that, oh shit, alright. I have to, don't worry about this guy not moving him, I just had to move him to edit his shit. Damn! Alright, so fucking A, Sean. The one closest to you, you shoot him and it goes into his abdomen kind of to the side, and you just see a hole form through him. Your ones that shoot, the 2 southern ones, the guy that had just jumped off the cart, or off the little thing of hay, it actually goes through his head, and he collapses to the as he's collapsing to the ground. Your last missile, once again, I just enjoy doing this, goes through the hole in his head, and actually shoots the boss straight through the eye, and they both collapse to the ground dead.
Damn.
So I have a question. At that, with seeing this, can I turn to the guy next to me and just be like, "Now, do you want to give up?" And just say that to him.
Yeah, so as because we did say that you could talk on other people's turns. Sean, are you also doing a similar thing or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll let Caster have this one.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Roll me intimidation, Caster.
God. Can I use my strength mod instead of my charisma mod? I don't know how you feel about that because I know some people that's fine, some people it's not.
We'll just do the charisma, make it easy on myself.
But it's better with the strength.
He is a little. He is a small man.
He is a small man.
It wouldn't have mattered.
So Hold on, let me just see, just for shits and giggles. Oh my fucking god. Because meats... Okay, because I remember meats beats. So if the, like, initiator person meets the defender, the initiator person wins. So he rolled a fucking 2.
That's hilarious.
In pain, Port got all this shit off him. He drops his short sword to the ground and just says, please don't kill me. Not like the boss. That was disgusting. Jesus Christ. Yeah, why the fuck did they send us after you? Fucking A, they should have sent us more men. And he just drops to his knees. Please don't kill me. Please. And with that, we will go out of initiative.
Well, hold on. What if we wanted to finish him off? Nah, I'm kidding.
Hey, what do you think? Should we kill him?
No.
Please no, please.
I don't know. I kind of want to kill him.
Oh god, no, please.
You know, I feel like you and your friend should have stopped much earlier. It would have gone better for everybody. Your friend's brain would not be on the floor next to you there. It would have been much better. Do you see the error you made?
I can't believe he rolled a 2. He definitely sees the error in his ways. Oh my god. Please, I'll tell you whatever you want. Just don't kill me. Fucking A, just don't kill me. I want a family someday.
Then in that case, you are going to tell us exactly how to get into your hideout and remedy the rest of this situation so none of your friends can terrorize this town any longer.
Alright, fuck, just... Will you let me go if I tell you what you need?
We'll let you go into the hands of the local guard.
Ah, fuck. I guess it's better than being dead.
I was going to say, or we could just stab you, so...
Alright.
Limited number of options you have.
Alright. Fuck. Alright, what do you want to know first?
Know exactly how to get into your hideout.
Alright, well, that kind of depends on what you'd prefer. We got a bit of a secret entrance to the south, but we do have a bit of a guard there. It's pretty disgusting. And then there is a way through the ruins. There's a trap door in them that you should be able to find pretty easy. Well, not too easy. I could show you where it is if you let me go.
That's
Now
not
what-
gonna happen.
Fuck.
My other question is, do you have any traps waiting at either one of those entrances that we would run into when going inside?
Not really that I know of. The southern entrance, though, you might say that fucking thing is a trap in of itself. That I prefer to stay away from it. It makes me feel uneasy.
What is that?
Does it feel like he's telling the truth?
Roll me insight. Yeah, he is definitely telling the truth.
Yeah.
Cause y'all have made this poor man about shit his damn pants.
What do you mean it is disgusting and what? I don't understand.
It's only got one eye, and it's a putrid little thing, and if you get anywhere near it, you fucking hear it inside your head. I don't like it when things are in the head like that.
Could you tell us anything else? I'm assuming this is some kind of creature that guards it, yes?
Yeah, it was.
Is there anything
It was there
you can-
before we got there, but the boss made a deal with it.
Is there anything you can tell us besides just the fact that it has one eye?
And it's inside
Yeah.
your head, you said?
Yeah, it somehow it always knows what makes you tick. It likes to poke around inside your head.
Could we
It,
do like?
mhm.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Could we do like an Arcana check or something?
Oh, to like see if you might know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll. Well. Yeah. I guess it's like magical-ish. Yeah. If anyone wants to roll me like an Arcana or a Survival, just if you've ever run in these things in the world.
I mean,
Oh man. All right. So caster. Definite. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Yeah. So caster and Roz, you've never personally run into one of these things, but based off the eye, and he said it's kind of like a small blackish thing with, and just the fact that it gets into your head and somehow just knows about you. You guys are pretty sure this thing is a Nothic, which is a, here, now that you guys know, let me just share this with you. Creatures and NPCs. Where are you, Mr. Nothic? Alright, so I will show that to the peeps. So it looks like that, and also since you guys rolled so well, you guys also know that it doesn't usually like go straight to violence. You know that they have been known to be a bit more pragmatic. So you do feel like if you could think of something that it might want, you might be able to reason with it.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah. Are y'all? Oh yeah. So are you guys asking me anything else?
I thought that off the top of my head.
So yeah, how many more of you are there in your hideout?
Well, let's say there's the boss. That fucking spider guy, he sent us a few bugbears to back us up. Then we got a good about maybe 9 more of us in there. Usually we about switch shifts. Who's out in the town and who's taking care of business in the hideout. But yeah, that's about all of us, I'd say. We also have a few prisoners as well. But, you know, they probably won't be much use to you.
Well, is that 9 more people, including the ones that are lying next to you here, or is that in addition to?
No, we're the ones out on shift, so yeah, it's about another 9 in the hideout.
Right, fair enough.
Oh,
And you said,
and I guess we do have a few undead in there as well. I kind of forgot about them. I prefer to stay away from that area.
That's good to know.
This spider guy really has a thing for the undead, I hear, from the boss.
what is this spider guy you are talking about?
Yeah, I never met him myself, but the boss is real fucking scared of him. Think he's a part of some cult or some shit. Coming here to Phandalin looking for something, they say. A lot of those guys to the south of Phandalin for sure. I'm hearing a lot of that. But, you know, the pay's good and hasn't hurt us yet, so you know, that's good enough for me.
And your boss, what kind of man is he? What kind of things can he do?
Oh, well, Glassstaff, he's a bit of a wizard, I think. He's kind of new to town, if I know. He just kind of showed up one day and started recruiting all of us. Said he'd, you know, that he had a way to get some money, and he'd said he'd line our pockets. And so far he's been true to his word. He's been a good boss, and he's very, very weirdly polite, which is kind of interesting for a boss of like a crime syndicate. But yeah, there he is. He can do some weird magic shit with that staff, that's for sure. But yeah, that's what he's aware of.
Do we know, like, as we were walking through town when we came in, like, where, like, the local guard would be at or anything like that?
So
Did we
the
see
thing
that on
about
our way in?
Phandalin, since we are still so I mean, not like super small, but like the town at least, you know, with no walls, we really kind of just have the town master and there's actually not even that many guards. Most of the guards are more of a militia of the town, who kind of come as needed. So the town master would call for them to assemble in the town green, and they would go take care of business as needed.
Okay. What about, like, jail or anything like that? Or would that be
Yeah.
something, like, to take up with the town master?
Yeah, you would want to talk to the town master about that.
Okay. Alright, well, I don't think we have any more questions for you, but you're still coming with us.
Please, no. Please. Y'all can try to restrain him or something, but he will struggle a little bit unless y'all scare the shit out of him some more.
I'm gonna pull out the rope, or pull the rope out of my pack and be like, alright, you can either come with us now, willingly, or I knock your ass out and tie you up and then drag you in.
Roll
nice
me
Two
intimidation.
options.
What were you saying, Russ?
Oh yeah, and then I would also like to bend down in front of him and say, or if you give me too much trouble, I can use this dagger here, and I can put it in you and make your head fucking explode.
Holy fuck. Roll intimidation with advantage, Russ. Alright, yeah. He's like, fuck. He puts his hands right up immediately.
I'll just roll, why not? There we go.
Good idea.
Yeah, y'all fucking this. You also notice as he puts his hand up, his pants do start to look a little wet.
Good idea. And I start tying his arms behind his back.
I should probably go now, since I have to get up so early.
Oh yeah. I was that was a pretty good spot. If you want, you could talk to the town hall, but that can wait till next time. I feel like this is a pretty good spot. Y'all have captured a ruffian. Alright. I'm for shits and giggles gonna throw a little there's nothing that looks like a rope in this. Oh, there is actually. Yeah, he's captured.
Yeah.
Nice.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Redbrand Ruffian was added to the Pokédex. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah.
This is fun. It looks like
Yeah.
shit's gonna get pretty interesting next time. We might run ourselves into some fucking ruffians in a hideout. We'll see. But that's all. So we're gonna head out. Thanks for playing and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.